The metaverse, exciting, the future, maybe a little bit confusing and maybe a little bit controversial. Now you might be watching this and thinking, Eric, the metaverse isn't for me. Pump the brakes. I promise you're gonna like this stock pick, whether you're a Web 3.0 enthusiast, whether you're a crypto addict, or if you're a dividend stock investor. So what I'm gonna do today, if you follow the channel, you know I did a deep dive on the metaverse, about 20-minute video that goes into it. Today, I wanna give you a really quick high-level overview of what the metaverse is. I'm gonna explain what NFTs are, and then I'm gonna give you a stock pick, a 2022 top stock idea that actually gives you exposure to the metaverse and pays a dividend on top of it. It's a DGIF stock and part of the DGIF series. Whether you're young, old, new to the market, or a seasoned investor, you're gonna wanna see this one. Stay tuned. Short and sweet, what is the metaverse? The metaverse is a virtual reality world where you can work and play as an avatar, and it's really focused on social connection. Generally, it's also accessed by AR or VR, so augmented reality or virtual reality. A metaverse also requires a digital economy where people can basically create and sell goods. Now, this next part is critical for our stock pick today. When you think of the metaverse right now, you can buy virtual items and accessories for your avatar. So clothing, shoes, hats, gloves, cars, whatever. Most would agree that in the future, you'll be able to use those items across different platforms. Right now, it's very siloed. So if you buy something in Roblox, you can only use it in Roblox. But in the future, most would agree that we're gonna be able to use those items and accessories across platforms. This helps explain why people would want unique items so that they could basically flaunt them online with their avatars and have maybe one of a kind type of an item that no one else has. No one else has and no one else can use it. Okay, so what's an NFT? A non-fungible token is a cryptographic record of ownership
for something unique
that's recorded in the blockchain. Now, typically today, most NFTs are using Ethereum as the cryptocurrency of choice.
I actually really like the look of these sneakers, but there are many out there who I've been talking to that just cannot understand the idea of paying thousands of dollars for sneakers that you won't actually get to wear. So Benoit, let's start with you. In your words, why are people shelling out money and so much money for these things?
I think people are shelling out so much money because we really created something unique when we work with Ferocious on this concept, and we're really trying to pioneer how people are thinking of buying sneakers and items in the future as collectibles first. And then you have the utility of wearing them. So just one precision, by the way, these sneakers, everyone who bought them, they're also going to get physical ones if they redeem it on time by the 10th of April. But the value of it is that the NFT of the sneaker is actually acting like a blueprint. So without that NFT, you can't access to the physical goods. So it's acting as a key to give you access to extra experiences, and one of them is having the physical version of that.
Hold up. So if you saw that interview on CNBC, you know that they did a sale of virtual sneakers through NFTs and raised $3.1 million. $3.1 million in 7 minutes. So if I'm a shoe company and I see that, I'm like, wait a minute. If I want to be relevant in the future, maybe I should do something like this. Better yet, maybe I should just buy this company and make it part of my business. And did you hear the part about getting a physical pair of the shoes? To me, this is a complete game changer. Because you can have bears and bulls on NFTs and say, well, it's just a picture and you can make a copy. I'm not here to argue that at all. But you have to admit that this is a game changer when you get a physical pair of shoes. Some people would pay a lot of money just for a unique pair of shoes, especially from a large shoe company like maybe Nike. That's right. That same NFT company we saw on CNBC, Nike bought them. It's spelled RTFKT. Artifact is how you pronounce that. And Nike acquired them on December 13th, 2021. This is right from Nike's website. Nike today announced the acquisition of Artifact, a leading brand that leverages cutting-edge innovation to deliver next-generation collectibles that merge culture and gaming. This acquisition is another step that accelerates Nike's digital transformation and allows us to serve athletes and creators at the intersection of sport, creativity, gaming, and culture. That's from the president and CEO of Nike. We're acquiring a very talented team of creators with an authentic and connected brand, and there's no question on that. Check out their website and their social media sites. Very connected brand, lots of followers. Our plan is to invest in the Artifact brand serve and grow their innovative and creative community, and extend Nike's digital footprint and capabilities. They want to sell Nike shoes in the metaverse. One of their co-founders, there's a quote here: Nike is the only brand in the world that shares the deep passion we all have for innovation, creativity, and community, and we're excited to grow our brand, which was fully formed in the metaverse. This company was founded in 2020 by 3 people, and they're pretty rich from it already. So congratulations. That's a pretty impressive achievement to found a company in 2020 and get acquired by a behemoth like Nike a year later. Now, Wall Street is like a fashion show, and things come and go. They're fashionable one day and not the next. Right now, the metaverse, that is a very fashionable topic, especially for institutional investors. So Guggenheim is naming Nike a top pick for 2022, not just because of the metaverse, but really because the metaverse is a nice secular tailwind, but the company itself is crushing it. The digital part of Nike's business is absolutely on fire. And I'm telling you what, they're able to sell their own products through their own apps and online like nobody else I've seen. And that app is addictive. I've talked about it before in the channel, but literally if I want to buy a pair of shoes, click, click, boom, I get a pair of Nike shoes in the mail. What I think is really interesting about this, though, is to be able to get an NFT, which is really trendy as well. It's very fashionable, especially with young people. But then to turn around and get a pair of physical shoes that match my NFT, that's pretty cool stuff. And you think of like Gen Z, if you're on TikTok and you follow any kind of trends, this is a really good idea by Nike to buy Artifact. And I think there's a lot of opportunity for these digital shoes in the metaverse, and not just for the metaverse part, the NFT part, but those physical shoes having a one of a kind. I think that's what Nike's going to end up doing with this, and I think it could be huge. So Guggenheim dubbed the athletic apparel retailer best idea for 2022 in a December 31st note, saying Nike is rapidly embarking on the next era of its company history, which he expects to be digitally led. And they've already been doing a good job, like I mentioned, but this has taken it to a whole nother level. So his price target on Nike is $195 a share. It was up 18% in 2021, so it did okay, but it underperformed the major indexes. It underperformed the S&P 500 and the QQQ. So maybe there's some upside there. There is some risk with China when you think of Nike, but let's dig in some more. So I've owned Nike for a while, guys. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can see my position in Nike. I didn't buy very much of it, but it was a long time ago, like 2012. My wife and I bought it when the NFL first got Nike rights to put Nike on their jerseys and whatnot, and they've got the licensing rights. And so I bought it back in 2012, and it's been a DGIF. I let the dividends drip, and it compounds. It's been a nice stock in the portfolio, and I have no plans on selling it. Now, he said the company is the leader in the athletic apparel industry and raised his earnings per share estimates in 2023 to $4.85 from $4.50, and in 2024 to $5.70 from $5.27. So he's seeing that this is going to be a secular tailwind for the next several years. And then the article goes on to mention Web 3.0, the metaverse, and this recent acquisition of Artifact, which we just talked about. Just a real quick overview of this stock, guys, on Fidelity. It's a very large cap, $260 billion market cap, trades at a 43 PE ratio. The dividend's of 0.74%. It's trading at $166 a share today. It's actually up 1% when a lot of the market's red right now. But this does fit in the DGIF category. It is a little bit light in a couple areas. I do think the growth is going to accelerate over the next several years. I think this is a good one for 2022 in this overall environment. And if you're interested in these type of stocks, guys, I'm doing a whole series on DGIF. That's total growth, dividend growth, investing for fired. If you don't know what DGIF is, take a look at the link above and go check out the last video. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, drop me a comment, go check out Patreon. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.